right now. But they added Dai and QQQ. Yeah. So those were your two new players who joined the team. And I think overall it's a stronger team, but they haven't quite gelled. Recently they've started to gel, but it's been an evolving process for them. They haven't been dominant.
Yeah, they are looking a lot better as of late. A lot more stable.
Yeah, they're starting to get into form, and what a time to do it. And Kawa says, let's talk about Rattlesnake. And right on, Kawa. Icy, your one-position player. You can put whatever heroes you want on these cards for Rattlesnake, but it really doesn't matter, because they may just pick a Doombringer, throw him in the jungle. We could see a Storm Spirit for Lamb. We could see Enchantress, Chen. No matter what the cards say, that doesn't tell the full tale for Rattlesnake. They are a very unpredictable team.
Yeah, we have Luo playing the 2. In the I saw him play Doom against a Darkseer, and I thought for sure he was going to lose that matchup. Absolutely crushes the Darkseer, goes on to win the game for his team. Such a solid Doom player. That's such a weird thing to say.
When has anyone ever said that? Oh, he's a really solid Doom.
Yeah.
This is the first and only time you'll ever hear it. Lamb, your 3 position. I mentioned Storm, I mentioned Enchantress, but who can forget the Rock Man? I know one man who's scarred for life. He's not here with us, but he is in spirit. Winter. Winter is completely scarred. The Lamb Tiny, wreaking havoc. Home was in trouble. Home was burnt to a crisp on that day at the International 2. And, well, we put the Tiny on the card there, a tribute to it, but we'll see if they actually play it.
Kabu playing the 4 with no heroes that are actually 4s in there. We have a Queen of Pain, a Sven, and
He's been all over the place. They've experimented with having him be a farmer. That's why the Sven is here. They play that kind of greedy Dignitas-style support clock, and Queen of Pain, not something we've seen from him lately.
No, not too much at all. And finally, leading off the lineup,
Sagem, or Neo as he's also known.
with that little heart sign that
I got you, buddy.
see.
I'm bailing you out.
Dude, it's my eyesight at night. I have night blindness. What can I say? Purge is looking at me so confused because there's lights everywhere.
It's a very well illuminated room to the point where everyone's sad and their eyes are being burnt out. But for Rattlesnake, they have struggled lately. In the Alienware Cup, this has been the one event where they've actually done pretty well. I think every single match they went 1-1. They didn't lose any matches 0-2. They didn't get knocked out. They took a game off of LGD China, who granted has not looked dominant since the conclusion of the G1 League LAN finals, but Rattlesnake, still a team that's a bit shaky, inconsistent, unreliable.
Yeah. What I like most about them, though, is their flexibility. In terms of just being able to run LAN-M anywhere.
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy that it's hard to designate a specific role for him because I've seen him play the 2 role, the 3, and the 4.
Yeah.
All in one sequence of events. He goes from playing a Magnus to a Storm to an Enchantress.
There's unpredictable, and then there's just your team doesn't get into a rhythm because you change roles so much, and that's my one concern with this team is they change roles like almost every game, it feels, and well, it might be hard to really play at the top of your game if you never find sort of a consistent mold to fit into.
Yeah, sometimes it seems like Rattlesnake is innovative for innovation's sake.
Yeah.
And sometimes it does pay off for them, but at the same time, it does pay off to have a stable style where you can fall back on, and it doesn't seem like Rattlesnake has something like that. They're kind of just they're the Quanic of the East.
It feels like it's all gimmicks, and then there's just no solid meat under it. It felt like there was solid meat under it for a while, but that sounded really wrong. Either way, we're going to wrap this section up. We're going to get me and Blitz off camera here because we're doing great, buddy. We're doing great. Predictions, very quickly.
We're owning. DK2-0.
DK2-0. Yeah, DK2-0. Easy prediction to make. If they win even one game, guys, remember they will be your first place team, guaranteed no matter what in Group A. If they lose 0-2, though, things get very interesting. They go to tiebreakers. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we will be live with DK versus Rattlesnake, a best of 2. DK just looking to win at least one game here.
Hey guys, we're back. Getting ready to start with DK versus Rattlesnake Purge, of course, joined by Blitz. Thanks for coming on the cast.
Hello.
You ready for this game? You said 2-0, right?
Can I change my prediction?
No. All right, let's get in the game.
You're mean to me.
DK versus Rattlesnake. We've got quite a few bans underway. 4 bans so far. 2 picks from each side. Gonna see an Alchemist already.
Yeah, that's one of those heroes that has become really popular, and especially if you have a player like Burning, where you can pick up a hero like Gyro or Alchemist, one of those flash farming snowball heroes. That's something you want to get. And actually, Rattlesnake opting to take Gyrocopter so early off the bat kind of forces DK into that next best option.
Wow, and seeing a Templar Assassin. It's been a bit since we see TA. There was a period of time where TA was constant mid in the game, but we've actually seen a lot of Alchemist mid, correct? Therefore,
Yes.
TA's a fairly decent offensive counter. Alchemist has really low armor, so she can kill him. He has ways to deal with her amount of refractions with Acid Spray, but largely she should be able to last hit him pretty effectively.
Yeah, I don't actually know if this is going to be one of those games where you pick Alchemist mid, especially since DK has a propensity for putting Burning on that hero rather than Super. So you do make a really good point, though. I think the Templar Assassin was picked up just so you could burst down the Alchemist and lower his armor with Meld artificially, and it's such a good counter in the sense that you can kind of burst him down really quickly. Plus, traps are still really useful.
He has a huge timing window for weakness against minus armor, because his base armor is really low. It's like 2-3. You usually grab a damage item first, like a Battle Fury. You'll maybe have Treads, maybe Phase, and then before you get that Plate Mail, we're talking like 15 minutes in the game, he will be weak to minus armor, so he's got to be really careful there.
Yeah, that's kind of the knock on Alchemist as a hero in general. Just, you need a lot of items to make your hero from okay to great. You need armor, you need some sort of tanking aside from that, like a BKB, you need a damage item, you need attack speed, and so an item like Assault really helps him in a situation like this. I wouldn't be too surprised if Burning opts to get it second or third in terms of overall item farm. But we see a Storm ban. I hate to see that. That makes me really depressed, just from a personal player perspective. I just said 3 Ps in a row, and I didn't trip up. Are you proud of me?
Can we just do tongue twisters for the rest of the cast?
Okay, we can do that.
Peter Piper. Let's continue the Ps.
I can't do that, no.
No, what? Come on.
I can't do that. Just don't pressure me. Alright, anyways. Storm's going to be banned. That's a LAN-M respect ban. And we actually see a DK picked up, and that's who we should see actually mid.
Yeah. He's got pretty good base armor. We've actually been seeing some Dragon Knights pick up armor at level 2, surprisingly, instead of the stun, which could impact things a bit. A little more armor to protect against the Templar Assassin damage. And an Ancient Apparition pick up by Rattlesnake. Now, this hero has gotten a buff. Aghanim Scepter is available for the hero, which means that his ultimate lasts more ticks, which basically means a larger amount of time that prevents healing. And the most important area that this is going to be fantastic, if the AA can get an Aghanims, which is unlikely, even still, Alchemist HP regen. The guy gets 30 HP regen at level 2 ulti and 60 HP per second with the level 3 ulti. If you can prevent that, that's like 5 seconds of damage. That's 300 HP total that is prevented from healing. It's very, very good, the minus heal.
Yeah, it also makes something that DK does a lot is they make their Keeper like get a mech. That'll negate that as well. And the Dragon Knight passive, the HP regen, which is also really underrated. On top of that, it's just an overall kind of solid hero. The knock on it is you do need levels. You do need that pivotal level 6. The rest of his spells are a little bit iffy. You need other things to set you up, like the Earthshaker, which is a nice combination there, just so you can fissure hold them in place, the AA ult goes off. But DK, I think, picks the Dragon Knight just so you can get a kind of counter to Templar Assassin, just so you have so much armor, right?
Yeah.
It's like a really tanky hero. Plus, doesn't the poison work through the refract?
I'm not sure about that one.
It should,
It
right?
is 20 DPS. Does that not set it off?
It should. I'm pretty sure it does.
It does damage while you have refract up. Is that what you're saying, or does it break
No,
refract?
I think it might get rid of it. Oh god, that's such a weird mechanic. We'll see, anyways, in game.
Yep. It will be cast on Naga Siren, actually, for Rattlesnake. So what most likely this is going to be is a Naga Sleep setup into call down AA ult and possible Echo Slam, which means really, really good teamfight potential for Rattlesnake, but they've got to set up the Wombo. Even still, they have an aggressive Trialing, a safe mid, and probably a safe solo somewhere else, so they'll probably do TA mid versus Dragon Knight, they'll do Naga versus Windrunner, and then a roaming Earthshaker AA, or they can put them in a Trialing. I guess they'll put Gyro versus Windrunner, and then do Naga AA Earthshaker. But that's pretty melee. I'm not really sure what they're going to do, honestly.
Yeah, you could do something like that. What I have seen as well is Naga mid, just because the
Uphill miss.
that splash thingy,
Riptide.
It's really cost efficient now, right? Just because didn't they lower the cooldown?
They re-buffed it back down. It was nerfed and then they buffed it back.
Yeah,
What
so
happened.
it's still a really useful spell. We'll see where everyone decides to go. Obviously, just judging by the lineup for DK, that's kind of the knock that DK doesn't really have for them. Once they pick their heroes, it's really obvious what lanes they're going to go, right?
Yep.
You have Burning going to go top, obviously, in the short lane. You know, Super, since he's playing the Dragon Knight mid. What I really like about Rattlesnake's lineup is that they're really flexible in terms of you never really know who's going to go where, right? Just because Lanam's the 3-player, but we see him on the solo mid TA. And
Yeah,
Icy's
that's
the mid player, and he's playing the Naga.
Yeah, let's take a look at all the players quick before they get into a fight here. Icy's on the Naga, Luo's on the Gyrocopter, Lanam is playing Templar Assassin, Kabu on the AA, and the last player is going to be
Oh, and it looks like there's going to be a
Earthshaker.
fight.
Ooh,
Fight's
Earthshaker was
breaking out.
spotted. Earthshaker was definitely spotted here. First Sentry, or I'm sorry, Observer is placed. I love how this is placed here to spot some vision. If we take a look at the Radiant Vision here, they do see the Coddle sitting over here. So, will they initiate? Probably not. QQQ is going to be able to spot this out, and if things go really badly, Burning can always pop his stun to be able to get a disable, and he does actually skill it.
Yeah, and it looks like this is just kind of a passive stare down, trying to get everything set up. ROTK already going to go down, so it looks like this is just kind of one of those Mexican standoffs. No one's really going to get into a fight. Super setting up for mid, going for the standard build.
We've also got MMY on the Rubik, QQQ playing Keeper of the Light, and the last player is going to be Burning, of course, on Alchemist. So,
Predictably, they are going to go offensive tri-lane just because they have, I mean, who are you going to send in the off-lane, right?
this is going to be the tri-lane, though. I mean, Naga, Sour, and Earthshaker AA. So, the general idea is going to be Earthshaker Fissure with a follow-up of Ice Vortex, or Cold Feet, sorry. Almost the right thing. Cold Feet, and they can also use a Ensnare, which is actually kind of cool. You can use Ensnare, Cold Feet.
Yeah.
Combo that isn't done very often.
Once Naga hits 2, it means like Cold Feet is going to hit no matter what, even if the Fissure misses, just because the Ensnare combo with it.
Yeah,
That's a really big thing, too.
Yeah, that's scary for Alchemist, that's for sure. They do have a pretty good defensive tri-lane, though. I mean, Rubik can do an AoE stun. Caudal Blast can lower these guys' HP. There actually is no regen. They go on Burning, and immediately there's the blast. Puts Burning low. Will the Cold Feet proc? It will. It's got about a second here. A couple more right clicks on Burning, but he does have a Salve Shield. He also can pop a Salve here if he's in a lot of trouble. Icy's going to have a Riptide in a second, though. Here comes the first right click. Riptide, not going to bother. So, burn his Salve. There's a Salve pop from QQQ, and they still have a pretty good amount of regen. So,
Yeah. There's no salves left, though, and the potential for that is huge. Just for them to harass Burning like that,
yeah.
it is a little difficult for DK to protect him, especially once levels start happening. I don't really know how that's going to work out. And it actually looks like ROTK kind of losing this lane. Luo was stacked a lot of regen. He's got a Ring of Bassi, and he's got 2 sets. He's got 2 tangos and a salve.
Yeah, only one of these tangos was actually pulled, so... And he started off really nice. With Flat Cannon, apparently. Wow, this is all Flat Cannon harass? Man, Windrunner does only have 1 armor, so she will take a lot from that, but I assumed for sure that would be a Rocket Barrage or something similar.
Yeah, definitely. I think maybe she got right-clicked once or twice after that, opting not to pop Windrun early. Oh, wait. Oh, she actually did use something.
And he still has 4 CS, too. 4 CS, 2 denies. RTK having a rough time down here already.
Yeah. In general, that's going to be a difficult lane for Windrunner.
Uh-huh.
But she's at 0 and 1, which is a little poor. I don't actually... How many creeps are down there?
There are at least half this wave.
Oh,
3/4
so she's only missed 1 creep. It's not the worst thing in the world, right?
This is the second wave.
Oh, wow. Okay, never mind then.
'Cause he's got 4 already, so...
And he's got 1 deny? Wow,
2 denies, 2
not...
denies.
Wait, I meant the Windrunner.
Yeah, just 1
Yeah,
deny.
she's only got 1 deny, so not doing too well. The game is going to get resumed.
She previously had +5 damage on this guy, by the way. He just finished his Ring of Bacillus, which gives him +6, so... A little surprising.
It looks like what's actually happening in that lane is Gyro's chasing the Windrunner down and just kind of running him away. And then the rest of the damage is just from Flak. Wow, this is actually so smart.
Wow, really, really well done there, especially now that she's so low HP. She's going to get full HP from the Salve now, so she will be able to maybe match this. But sentries get placed down. This is a sentry counterwarding a sentry, which also blocks the spawn, so we'll see no wards, or I'm sorry, no creep waves spawning here, which should mean that the aggressive tri-lane is in pretty good position. They can also pull this large camp to the left here to get some EXP this way. And Earthshaker in the meantime is backing up a bit since the wave is doing some weird things right now.
Yeah, I think Rattlesnake is really comfortable with this trade right now. They know that their mid is going to win in terms of CS because TA is the stronger farmer, and Gyro is doing better than Windrunner is. So if they can block that pull and nobody dies at top, overall, they're breaking even or winning all 3 lanes.
That's amazing. Usually when you see people winning 3 lanes, the game just ends by the 15-minute mark. Unless the team fights go vastly in terms of DK's favor. Who would you say is a better team fight, though? Do you think that could be an impact in the mid game, like just a really good team fight from DK?
I actually think Rattlesnake needs to do less to win a team fight. That's what I normally look for, like how many things have to go right. And if Rattlesnake gets a good Earthshaker ult off, or a good call down, or a good AA ult, they have so many avenues of winning a team fight. Whereas DK, they don't have any of those large AoE spells. I mean, I guess they have Keeper of the Light Blast, but that doesn't exactly scale you.
That is a good point. So Super on the mid lane picks up his Invis rune. He's got 6 CS, 14 and 10 out of the TA. She is absolutely doing a great job here. But again, I mean, Super's only advantage is Fire Breath and Breathe Fire, and he can only use that sometimes. So that's going to be rough.
Yeah, and that's not a spell that can exactly harass TA.
Yeah,
Just because, I mean, it does nothing against
it can kill
Refract.
one of her shield levels. That's cool. Just wait till he hits 6, then we'll find out whether or not he can get last hits and harass the refraction.
Did you actually see Lanham skill build? Oh, at
We
top.
actually go on top. MMY in some trouble. There's the cold feet going in, and a little bit of a pause there. Burning stun is at 3 seconds. He has actually casted it. It's going to be thrown out here. It's going to be a pretty decent amount of damage.
I think they are going to kill MMY beforehand, though.
Oh yeah,
just because
he's definitely dead.
the Earthshaker and the Ancient Apparition can right-click. Did you actually see the TA skill build really quick? She opted not to go meld at all,
oh well.
just because she knows it's going to do nothing against a Dragon Knight.
And 2 levels of side blades actually, so it gives her a big range advantage over the Dragon Knight. More harass possible. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, it just makes denying even more effective as well. Just you have a higher range of hitting super. And wow, the CS disadvantage in terms of Burning has 3 CS right now. That's something you don't often see. He's got 1 CS a minute.
Yeah, and they do have a pretty good tri-lane, like we said, but him getting jumped on before really put things scary. And this keeps happening. They're fissure blocking and trying to keep people on the right side. And actually, Coddle is trapped on the other side of the fissure. I mean, this fissure is so perfect. It's been up for a couple seconds already. It's up for 8 seconds total. So they've got another 4 seconds where they have to either score kills or they have to book it to the right.
Yeah.
But they're so blocked in. This fissure is so perfect.
I actually think DK needs to get into this fight, though. I
Why,
mean,
just to get some lane control?
yeah, they're kind of losing the lane. Naga's farming a lot better than Burning is, and even though it's not a lot of farm, it just means that Burning's not really getting a whole lot.
Ooh, they are going in. Rubik's going to get killed. We might see Naga Siren go down. He pops a magic stick. That's going to keep him alive. And now right-clicks on Ancient Apparition. Also very, very low HP hero. He will die. Great blast as well, but QQQ is going to pay for this one. Net gets thrown. Great stun. Burning is low. They don't have a Riptide for another 5 seconds. And another pause. This time from Coddle. A disconnect from Windrunner. MMY also a little unhappy, but that's his own teammate. He's got to know.
Does Icy actually have boots?
Does not. He went for a stick
I don't know
first.
if they'll chase this, considering that Sagam has no mana.
He's got 7
Burning,
charge
yeah,
wand.
Burning does have a 7 charge wand. He does have that level 2 stun as well. They should be a little weary about chasing this, but
He could turn this better than him die. 220 max damage. This is physical, by the way. Naga Siren has really naturally high armor. 6 armor on her, so and a stout shield.
the base
so
move speed, though, is really good on Naga.
That is
320
true.
to 295. I don't know. This might go... How much wand charge? Oh, he has 7 wand charges. Actually, they might go for this, but it would take
70.
forever.
That's 100, and he actually is not going to have the mana.
Yeah, the cooldown,
I
too.
guess he could clarity both.
The
but
cooldown, though, is 13 seconds left, so...
Yeah.
We'll see
Really.
what happens in a second.
No, let's theory craft this one little chase for the next... No, it's okay.
It's going to be so anticlimactic. They're actually just going to turn around, and
Yeah,
we've talked about
immediately.
this for like 2 minutes. But when a game is paused like this, what else are you going to talk about?
How cool Templar Assassin is on the mid lane. Did he purchase this Wraithman, or did he start with this?
No, I think he got pulled regen. Just because the Ancient Apparition started with 1 Tango, no salve, and the Earthshaker started out with no regen at all.
Oh, yep, okay.
Yeah, they just
Well, he did
they see the
punch-
wand charge as
He
well.
did punch Alchemist in the back once, which I did not predict, so that was pretty cool.
Wow, failed casters. Please fire BTS.
Yes, ROTK actually cleaning it up decently. Considering how this started, he's up to 9 and 5 now, not bad. Leo here still has plenty of regen though. Again, using flat cannon to harass. The range on this is just so sick. So got to stay outside of this. He's gonna use power shot to get CS in the meantime. Working out pretty nicely.
Yeah, and actually TA doing so well for herself. 20 and 16. That's 16 denies. Dragon Knight has 0. That means the level 6 is going to go to her so quickly, comparatively, and she's got double the CS.
That will definitely help a lot. Great ward again, still sitting here. DK is completely spotted out in all of their movements. They do have pretty low armor. Oh, I love the Basilius pickup. This is so good with these two heroes, especially Earthshaker. This guy needs mana regen lane. MMY wants to go in. Actually, here comes Coldfleet. Here comes the Fissure as well. It's going to block him. Slow. Oh my god, the double Alchemist done. Are these supports going to die, or are they still going to make it out? Kabu running for his life, but Coddle's going to pick up the first kill. Burning's going to back off from that one. That stun was so clutch. 3 seconds for a Fissure. This is a dead Keeper of the Light, guaranteed. Run for your life. QQQ. There's the Fissure, and there's the hit. Icy's going to be able to pick that one up. Naga Siren at level 4 now. And, ooh, Alchemist stun from the high ground. I think they spotted this. Yeah, they definitely can see this. That's going to cost him a lot, actually. He doesn't have that much regen.
No. And actually, this isn't worth it. Giving up 2 for 1, I mean, it's an okay trade because Burning lives, but at the same time, he's still not getting any farm. He's got 7 CS, not doing a whole lot.
4 times of 4. Man, a rough game for Burning. But that's the Alchemist tri-lane. He has pretty good offensive potential, but if he gets jumped on, the low armor really does cut into him. He does not seem tanky at all before he hits level 6 or grabs some HP items. And right now he's just working with a magic stick, and they have such great offense in terms of nukes. Like, all of their nukes and synergy between their skills comes together really well, which makes them strong. I mean, they are still squishy to get jumped on, but it's going a lot better than I thought it would, honestly.
Yeah. The scary thing for me right now is just the fact that ROTK has been virtually pushed out of this lane. Luo getting essentially free farm. He's got 30 CS. 28 going on the Templar Assassin. Just a huge advantage right now for Rattlesnake. Burning's got nothing going for him. And at the same time, Icy's picking up kills left and right. He's been in all 4 of their team's kills. Has 2 on his own. And the supports actually aren't doing too bad either. I mean, Kabu's got boots already.
He's going to do one little cold feet on the Alchemist. Going to force him out of last city range for a bit. We see a great blast actually catching Cobb with a lift from Icy. There's a great Fissure. Perfect timing, blocks Burning off entirely. Icy might still go down. He pops a magic stick. Needs 2 hits, but he's going to survive at 54 HP. Blast comes through as well. I mean, they did a lot of damage to these guys, but look at that Fissure. It was so perfect from Sagam there. Absolutely saving the Naga Siren. She was guaranteed dead otherwise.
Yeah, and she's actually going to run back in after getting salved. And what a great setup by Earthshaker. He actually did the perfect thing that Earthshakers are supposed to do. He actually just waited, let his team get initiated on, and then turned it back around.
Oh, it might be able to kill Burning. 4.5 seconds stun on Icy. Actually, this blast could turn things. Icy's going to get hit. Needs 2 hits, but Burning is so low. He's got to run here. Coddle hits a blast. Great stun, but a lift as well from MMY. Might turn things. They do actually grab the Naga Siren. Sagam might also go down, but he does have a Fissure. Man, that was sick plays. Able to actually work out a kill despite being slightly behind in this tri-lane here. They're able to snake something. Nice play from DK.
And Burning might have actually died there from the Enchant Totem hit.
Yeah.
It would have been really, really close.
Well, maybe not definitely, but it was definitely
He did just stick
close.
right now, so I think he's sick 2 charges. But at the same time, I mean, that lift was perfect. It set you up for 2 more kills. I think Rattlesnake just played a little too greedy there, staying when they shouldn't have.
Yeah. That's definitely what the case was. So Luo on the bot lane, now level 7. He's got phase boots up, so his damage is insane. Going to be very difficult for RTK to be able to grab last hits at this point, unless he does match her with the phase boots.
Yeah, and Luo actually level 7 had essentially free farm. Does he have a bottle as well? Yeah, he's got a bottle as well. So he's doing really well. Burning actually rotating, and he's now become a ganker.
Which player is Luo?
Huh?
Oh,
he's playing
the
Gyro.
Gyrocopter. Okay,
Yeah.
so he does have a bottle. Interesting.
Yeah, and Burning actually runs all the way bottom, realizes that the gank isn't going to happen, and now he has to run all the way top.
That's the worst feeling, knowing that you just wasted 15 seconds as a hard carry. Oh my gosh. He doesn't have any levels of Grievel's Greed yet either, so catching up is going to be pretty tough, but against this lane, I mean, he does need to max out the stun. They need to try to get kills. On the bright side, Icy is just sapping the XP. She's going for a possible fast drum build. Only level 5 at the moment, but she is still getting last hits.
Yeah, still about to hit level 6, meaning that their lane should be pretty well protected if she does opt to get the Song of the Siren. I have seen some Naga skip it.
Really?
Wow, I said a lot of S's right there.
Can we just hop back to P and talk
No, we
about
can't
Pies
do
and
Ps.
Peter?
All right. So anyways, Line M gonna push out mid, realizes that the DK is missing. They should actually realize this and get a little weary that he might be ganking or something like that. Actually super opting to just go back. Gonna head back mid. His mid tower does take some damage though. This is something we don't actually see too often. A DK being forced out of his lane and actually being pushed preemptively.
Yeah, TA is apparently the hero to do it though. So much base damage that, well, not just base damage of course, but refraction in combination with that just really helps you eat through the last hits and prevent him from getting as many CS.
Yeah, and actually only 27 CS on Super in 9 minutes. That's 5-minute farm that you're supposed to have at this point. And actually Kabu and Sagam are going to rotate bottom. I think they want to take this tower and kill ROTK.
Might be a little tough. There's actually, there is a homing missile on Gyrocopter. He's going to start it off.
Oh, this
he
is the
actually
perfect
doesn't
position.
See it. There's the fissure. Here comes the cold feet as well, trying to slow him down. The first missile is going to land, but the, oh man, Rocket Barrage. It's going to end things. Only a level 2, but it was enough. They were able to pick off the kill. That's amazing that Sagam was able to get in position there in that little tree clump without getting spotted. Super well played by him.
Yeah, he's actually played this game phenomenally. I was about to curse right there, but he's been playing phenomenally. Really nice fissures all game. LANAM going to get initiated here on mid.
Wow, look at the nukes here. Oh, he's got a refraction
1
in
second
1
away.
second. He does do a meld strike to block some initiation. Great stun as well. Kabu getting way too close though. But Luo's going to show up. Level 3 Rocket Barrage eats through Super's HP. Magic damage is so good. Wow, the Echo Slam as well. They get a double kill. Great play from Rattlesnake here in a 7-3 game. As they're beating the team that's sitting 4-1 in the group. This is looking really good for Rattlesnake.
Yeah. And LANAM, wow. I 100%. I said, oh my god. I just said 100%.
Yeah, I heard that.
Dude, I'm really tired right now. 100%.
I'm so sorry.
Looked like he was about to die there.
Those P's got you, man.
Kappa. Anyways. I knew I was going to slip it up because you kept stressing it. That's why you can't pressure me, man. All right, but anyways, LANAM surviving at the skin of his teeth right there. I don't even want to talk anymore. I just feels like my brain is dead.
His teeth?
My teeth.
What are you saying?
My teeth. Anyways.
Oh, wow, that power shot actually landed on Luo. Pretty sick.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's going to just back out, uses the call down to farm. Really smart choice here. And then I think he should just back.
All the way? What if he gets a super sexy rune bot that... Okay, he's got a minute.
He's like a 1 minute away.
Yeah, you might as well go home. Whatever. How's Icy doing? Picks up a Bracer and a Belt of Giant Strength, so actually going to go Treads with a Bracer. We do see Drum pretty often on Naga Siren. She has really high base movement speed, like we pointed out earlier, so the percentage base that Drum applies is actually really high for her, so it can pay off. And she does like casting a lot. 3 levels in Riptide right now, 2 in Ensnare and 1 in Mirror Image. Not actually maxing out Riptide first, but going for a mix of abilities. But will they set up a kill? They could do a ulti into a trap, let the trap sit a couple seconds, and then get a max slow. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. And
there's a lot of things they can do, really.
Do you see? He has a Ring of Aquila. Aquila, I don't know. I say Aquila, but just preemptively kind of
call it the water ring, and then you can't mispronounce it.
The water ring, I like that. He picks up the water ring.
Thank you. Wow,
Thanks,
everybody
buddy.
Jump into that one.
Steal it from Purge. He picks that up just so the Acid Cloud doesn't do so much. And pressuring the mid tower so much right now. Actually at 200 HP now. And Kabu's smoked up mid.
There's a lot of heroes here, actually. Sagam looking for the perfect.
Oh,
this guy's level 7. Here comes the fissure. It's going to land on Super. Wow, Luo's already behind. He's going to get picked off. Almost immediate magic damage, just cutting through him. And that was the whole raiding team setup. They didn't even need the Song of the Siren for that. They take the tower.